it goes for a while. Yeah, you can walk. It's okay. A rush in the fade beside his right stands and falls with my breath. Thoughts race endlessly, truthfully, carelessly, bouncing and bounding across the waters of after death. Inexplicable timing and placement should put some sense in between, we chose but none. To walk the sands of subsentience, exploring with eyes the caverns of fear and thought, desperately searching for her, hope. That is but a life worth slipping like waves beneath your feet. Walking my mind takes a heavy toll. I used to worry about the price paid, but now I know better. Now I'm in debt to my mind. There's no price better spent, I've often heard here. Chasing thoughts down a dried and empty bank alongside a water's body. Well thought and conceived even while running from the comfort around and the support hunger. Knowing what might be waiting further down. Just one more leap, even one more step, never known. Recognizing futility is futile here. Too far, too long, too dumb, too slow, too young, too odd. Too often defined by the excesses of a life yet lived. Should one be discounted simply by the path ahead? What do you fight for, the path or the prize? The problem, the work, or the solution? Do you fear the unknown, or do you fear having nothing left to learn? The question is what remains after all answers are given. Selected, bubbled, blocked, checked, and chosen. A life of choices, a life of what-ifs and motives. When do you stop to laugh? You're running alone along a beach of thought. Each grain is an idea, a question you alone gave birth to. The mountains, they're everyone you've ever known, small and rough, strewn together in a world of where have you been? How are you doing? What nows? Mountains of people, questions and concerns. And here he runs, here, amidst the washed up. The mountains howl, touching the sky, grasping with roots deeper than a broken heart. They toss themselves down, wearing away anything that isn't a worry. A jagged and torn path to rediscovery, constant and repetitive. A downpour of wondering, of questioning, of polite, curt, short, casual, social, perfect, silly, voice, sarcastic conversation. These mountains need a storm, free-form sex, free-form heritage. Every allegory, every connection. Determined, kissable, openly losing, mutually everywhere. They think loud, they hate often, they meet late and leave early. They know nothing about their words except what ends up filtered out, washed and distorted on the canvas of their day. As the sun sets, the parchment burns up any hope of rediscovery, and he's left with looking through the ashes of the evening for any sign of life. These echoes of thoughts wash ashore beneath his feet, pushing your eyes skyward. At the winds readying to strike, it almost takes away any thought of why. Gazing down again, kneeling on the grid, I can't help but brush the sting from his eyes before the wave breaks and flushes out. Stuck in a hole 1,000 years deep, made only worse by the broken bucket dancing with the sun. I smile to know they can drink happily. I only wish they could hear my plea, to give another drop, to let the bucket sit just long enough for me to grab hold and see you once again. But still, I smile to know she drinks happily, and thus she has never left me at all. Out of the dam, the lap of stone against the wet around. Hope reminds him she still cares. The cobbles collapse into sand and shell, and the bucket spreads into a cloud across the sky. Beside him, the artifact of revival, a boat low in the water's rocks, waiting for a wind to show the way. Stepping off the sand, he finds the balance in his ship to fit to find an answer, or at the very least, a better question. He pushes off the shore and waits until